Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Daily Speak English. I'm Alex, and I'm so happy you're here with us today.
And I'm Emily. Hi, everyone. It's always nice to spend a little time together, talking, learning, and just relaxing with English.
Yes, today we have a warm, easy topic, something we all love to talk about. We're going to talk about hobbies and interests.
I like this one. It's such a good way to learn English because hobbies are part of daily life. When we share what we love doing, the words come out naturally.
Exactly. When you talk about your hobbies, you're not only practicing English, you're also showing your personality.
That's true. Many English learners think they need complicated topics to sound fluent, but small, personal topics like this actually help you sound more natural.
So true. And we'll also talk a bit about why hobbies are good for your mindset, how they help you relax, stay creative, and even become a more confident English speaker.
Perfect. Let's start by sharing ours. Alex, what's one hobby that always makes you happy?
I'd say photography. When I'm behind a camera, I feel calm. I love walking outside, noticing details, the light, the colors, people's faces. It slows down time for me.
That sounds beautiful. You've shown me some of your photos before. They really capture small, meaningful moments.
Thank you. Photography taught me patience. You wait for the right moment, the right light. A bit like learning English, right?
Yes, you don't rush it. You stay open, observe, and keep trying. I think hobbies teach us about life in that way.
What about you, Emily? What's your favorite hobby?
I'd say reading and journaling. I love quiet mornings when I can make a cup of tea, open my notebook, and just write about my thoughts or dreams.
That sounds peaceful. What do you usually write?
Sometimes I write short reflections in English about my day or about things I want to learn. It helps me express myself and notice my feelings.
That's actually a great tip for our listeners. Writing in English doesn't have to be perfect. It's like talking to yourself kindly.
Exactly. Listeners, if you enjoy writing or even drawing, try doing it in English sometimes. It can be your own little English space. No pressure, no grades.
I love that. Your own English space. It's a hobby and practice combined.
Speaking of that, do you think hobbies can make someone more confident when they speak English?
Definitely. When you have something you're passionate about, like cooking, music, gardening, it gives you topics to talk about. You can share stories, teach someone, or just enjoy the conversation.
Yes, and confidence grows when you talk about something you know. Even if your grammar isn't perfect, your excitement makes your words flow.
Exactly. Enthusiasm is a language of its own.
Oh, that's a nice line. Enthusiasm is a language of its own. It's true. When you speak with joy, people feel it.
And that's what English learning should be. Joyful, not stressful.
Absolutely. I remember when I first learned another language, I was afraid of sounding silly. But when I talked about my hobbies, like painting, I forgot about fear. I just wanted to share.
That's a great mindset. If you're listening right now and you feel shy to speak English, remember this. Start with what you love. It's the easiest way to open your mouth and let words come naturally.
Beautifully said. And also, don't be afraid of silence or mistakes. In natural conversation, we pause, we think. It's okay.
Yes, learning to be comfortable in those small pauses is part of fluency too.
Exactly. I like how hobbies can also connect people. You can meet friends through shared interests, online or offline.
True. I once joined an online photography community where people shared pictures and wrote short comments in English. It helped me learn new words and make friends from other countries.
That's such a good example. For listeners, you could do the same. Join an English book club, a cooking forum, or even a language exchange about your hobby.
The goal isn't perfection, it's connection.
Yes, connection over correction. Laughs.
I like that. I think we just made a new motto for our channel.
Connection over correction. Let's make that a t-shirt. But seriously, that idea helps so many learners. If you focus too much on grammar, you lose your natural flow.
Exactly. Hobbies let you practice English in a relaxed way without feeling like a student all the time.
Right. You become a real communicator. You talk about your favorite song or your favorite recipe, and suddenly English feels alive.
That's what we want for everyone listening, to make English part of your real life, not just your study time.
Yes. Alex, what's a small story from your life about hobbies helping you connect with someone?
Hmm. I remember once I was traveling and I met a man who was also into photography. He didn't speak much of my language and I didn't speak much of his, but we both loved cameras. We talked in simple English about lenses, light, angles, and even with basic words, we understood each other perfectly.
That's such a wonderful example of how shared interests create bridges.
Exactly. The language became simple, but the connection was real.
That's powerful. For our listeners, remember your hobby can be your bridge to the world. Don't wait until your English is perfect to talk about it.
Start now. Talk about it in English, even just one sentence today.
Yes, maybe say, I love playing guitar, or my favorite hobby is baking cakes. Small sentences build confidence.
And every time you say them, they become easier and smoother.
Alex, I think it's also helpful to explain a few common expressions related to hobbies.
Good idea. Let's share a few phrases our listeners can use.
Okay, here's one. I'm into. It means you like something. For example, I'm into photography, or I'm into yoga.
That's a natural phrase. Another one is I enjoy, like I enjoy cooking on weekends.
Or I spend my free time. For example, I spend my free time reading novels.
Nice. You could also say one of my favorite pastimes is. That's a slightly formal but beautiful way to say hobby.
Yes, and pastime means something you do for fun or relaxation.
Exactly. So if you're listening and you want to practice, repeat after us. I'm into. I enjoy. I spend my free time. One of my favorite pastimes is.
Good. Practice these slowly. You can even write them about yourself in the comments below this episode.
Yes, we'd love to read them. It's a good way to practice writing, too.
Alex, sometimes people say, I don't really have a hobby. What can they do?
That's a great question. I think everyone has something that makes them feel alive, even if they don't call it a hobby. It could be listening to music, watching the sunset, organizing their space, or helping others.
True. Sometimes hobbies start small, just things that make you smile. You don't have to be good at them.
Right. The goal isn't to be perfect, it's to feel joy and curiosity.
And that's also the same with English. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to stay curious.
Beautifully said. Curiosity keeps your brain active and open to new words and ideas.
Yes, and when you're interested, learning feels easy.
That's so true. I think hobbies teach patience too. For example, when I was learning guitar years ago, my fingers hurt at first. But I kept playing, a few minutes each day, and after some weeks, it became easier.
That's such a great example. It's exactly like speaking English. It's uncomfortable at first, but with gentle practice, it becomes natural.
Yes. So, listeners, don't give up. Be kind to yourself while learning, just like you would with a new hobby.
I love that. And remember, the more you enjoy the process, the faster you grow.
So true. I think joy is the best teacher.
Hmm, that's a quote right there. Joy is the best teacher.
We're full of quotes today.
We are, but it's all true. So, listeners, think of one hobby you love or want to try and connect it with English somehow.
For example, if you love cooking, watch English recipe videos. If you love drawing, follow English art channels.
Yes, or if you love music, listen to English songs and try to write down some lyrics.
The goal is to make English part of the things you already enjoy.
Exactly. That's how English becomes your friend, not your homework.
So, Emily, what's a hobby you recently started or want to start?
Mm, Lately, I've been interested in gardening. I started with one small plant on my balcony, and now I have 5.
Wow, that's how it begins, one plant at a time.
Yes, it's funny. Taking care of plants teaches you patience. You can't rush their growth.
Just like language learning.
Exactly. You water it, give it sunlight, and wait. Same with English. You give it time, practice, and love.
That's a beautiful metaphor.
Thank you. And honestly, it's nice to end the day by just touching the soil, feeling connected to nature.
That sounds peaceful. You know, sometimes hobbies remind us to slow down, to step away from screens, from pressure.
Yes, they help us breathe again.
So, listeners, if you've been busy or tired, maybe this weekend, do something small that makes you feel happy. It can be your hobby moment.
I love that idea. Hobby moment. 5 or 10 minutes just for yourself.
It's good for your heart, your energy, and even your English, because when you feel good, you learn better.
That's so true. Happiness makes learning easier.
And hobbies are happiness in action.
Exactly.
I think this is a good place to pause for a deep breath.
Yes. Take a moment, everyone. Breathe in and out. Nice. Remember, English is part of your lifestyle now. Let it blend with your hobbies and daily life.
And we'll continue this warm conversation in a moment. So, Emily, before the break, we talked about how hobbies connect to language learning and confidence. But there's something else I've been thinking about, how hobbies can actually change the way we see ourselves.
That's interesting. What do you mean?
Well, you know how sometimes people only see themselves as their job title or their responsibilities? Like, I'm a teacher, or I'm a student, or I'm a parent. But hobbies remind us that we're more than that.
Yes, I completely agree. Hobbies show us that we can grow, explore, and create no matter what stage of life we're in.
Exactly. And for English learners, this is important because sometimes they see themselves only as a student of English. But you're not just that. You're a painter, a cook, a traveler, a dreamer in English.
That's beautiful. You're not learning English itself, you're learning to live through English.
Yes. And when you connect English with your hobbies, it becomes part of your identity, not just something you study.
Right. I think hobbies help people find their confidence again. For example, I had a student who loved music. She started learning English lyrics just for fun, and over time, she could sing whole songs confidently. That joy changed her relationship with the language.
That's such a lovely story. It reminds me of another student who was passionate about football. He used to watch English commentary and learn new phrases like, "What a goal!" or "That's incredible teamwork." Soon, he was speaking naturally without even realizing it.
See, that's what happens when you make learning fun. It doesn't feel like studying anymore.
Yes, and that's something we want every listener to experience. Learning English through joy, not pressure.
Right. So maybe we can share a few mindset tips about how to enjoy English more, like a hobby, not a task.
Great idea. Okay, my first tip. Find small daily pleasures in English. Don't wait for big study sessions. Maybe listen to one English song while you cook, or watch one short video before bed.
I love that. My tip is don't judge yourself. Many learners stop because they think, my English is bad. But language learning is like gardening. It takes time. You can't compare your flower to someone else's tree.
That's a beautiful image, Emily. My second tip is mix English with something you already love. For example, if you love fashion, read short English articles about clothes. If you love cooking, watch English recipe videos.
Yes, yes. And I'll add one more. Speak even if it's small. Talk to yourself in English. Record your voice or describe what you're doing. I'm making coffee. I'm walking to work. These small moments are practice too.
Absolutely. The key is not perfection, it's progress.
Exactly. I often tell my students, your goal is not to sound perfect. Your goal is to be understood and feel proud that you tried.
That's powerful. I think perfectionism kills joy.
Yes, it's like if someone wants to paint, but they quit because their first painting isn't perfect. You have to let yourself be a beginner.
Yes, every expert was once a beginner. That's something I wish every learner remembered.
Same here. You know, one of my hobbies is painting, and when I started, I couldn't even draw a straight line. But I didn't stop. I played with colors, I made mistakes, and slowly I got better.
That's such a wonderful mindset. And I think that's what we want for our listeners, to see English the same way, as a creative process, not a competition.
Exactly. Learning a language is a creative act. You're creating new ways to express yourself.
Yes, and your mistakes are part of the art.
I love that. Your mistakes are part of the art. You're poetic today, Alex.
Maybe it's the mood, but it's true. When you see mistakes as color instead of failure, learning becomes joyful.
So true. You know, Alex, I've been thinking sometimes people stop enjoying their hobbies because they feel guilty. They think, I should be studying or I should be working.
Ah, yes, I know that feeling. But actually, hobbies recharge your mind. They help you do your work better.
Exactly. Taking time for yourself is not lazy, it's healthy.
Yes, a calm mind learns faster, speaks better, and remembers more.
So true. Maybe that's another tip for our listeners to give themselves permission to rest and enjoy life in English.
Absolutely. You can learn through joy. Watch your favorite show, sing along to a song, talk to a friend. It's all learning.
Yes, English doesn't only live in books, it lives in life.
Oh, that's a lovely line. English doesn't only live in books, it lives in life.
I really believe that. When you start seeing English everywhere, in your hobbies, your music, your daily thoughts, that's when you truly grow.
Right. It becomes part of you.
Exactly.
Let's talk about how hobbies can help people connect across cultures.
Oh, I love that topic because hobbies are universal. No matter where you're from, someone somewhere shares your interest.
Yes. I've met people from completely different countries who connected instantly because they both liked chess or dance or hiking.
That's the magic of hobbies. They remind us that we have more in common than we think.
Yes. And English is often the bridge between those worlds.
Exactly. Even if both people are not native speakers, they can use English to connect.
Right. And that's another reason to learn English, not just for exams or work, but for connection.
Yes, for friendship, understanding, and curiosity.
You know, Emily, I once joined a group of travelers who loved nature photography. We were from 5 different countries. None of us had perfect English, but we laughed, shared stories, and learned so much from each other.
That's so inspiring. It shows that language is not about perfection, it's about people.
Exactly. And hobbies make that connection so natural.
You're right. It's not just about learning English, it's about living English through experiences.
Yes. And maybe that's what we want to remind our listeners. Don't wait for perfect English before joining communities. Start with what you love.
Exactly. Your English will grow because of the people you meet.
Beautifully said.
Thank you. You know, Alex, something else just came to my mind, how hobbies help reduce stress.
Yes, that's important. Many learners feel stressed when studying English, but hobbies balance that.
Exactly. When you paint, dance, or even just cook a meal, Your brain relaxes. It helps you think more clearly and stay positive.
Right. And when your mind is calm, English feels easier.
Yes, because you're not fighting yourself, you're flowing.
That's a wonderful word, flow. When you're in the flow, you forget fear and just enjoy what you're doing.
Exactly. That's what we want our listeners to feel, the flow of learning, not the pressure.
Yes, and maybe we can invite them to do a small reflection exercise.
Great idea.
Okay, listeners, think about your favorite hobby. Now imagine doing that hobby in English. What could that look like?
For example, if you like cooking, maybe you follow an English recipe video. If you like drawing, maybe you watch an English art tutorial.
Or if you love music, maybe you write down a few English words that describe how a song makes you feel.
Yes, that's beautiful.
These small moments build your emotional connection with English.
And emotion helps memory. When you feel something while learning, it stays in your heart longer.
Exactly. English is not just logic, it's feeling.
Yes, the heart learns too, not just the brain.
I love that. And it's why calm, joyful learning works so well.
Absolutely.
So let's give our listeners one more gentle piece of advice before we close today's episode.
Okay. Mine would be stay curious. Let English surprise you. Let your hobbies lead you to new words, people, and ideas.
That's lovely. Mine would be speak bravely, even when it's not perfect. Every small effort adds up.
Yes, and enjoy the journey, not just the result.
Exactly.
We hope today's conversation reminded you that English learning can be peaceful, fun, and full of meaning.
Yes. So this week, talk about your hobbies in English to a friend, to yourself, or even in the comments below.
We'd love to hear what you enjoy doing.
And remember, your hobby is your gift. When you talk about it in English, you're sharing that gift with the world.
Beautifully said.
Thank you for joining us today, everyone.
Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and keep practicing English every day with calm and confidence.
We believe in you. You're doing amazing.
Until next time.
Keep speaking English and keep shining.